And hello, and welcome to another Final Fantasy XIV holiday recording. This time, we're going to be covering the All Saints Wake event for 2023. You see on the screen here, we have our dear friend Artemis. Let's have her say hello today. And thank you. And in this one, we need to be in New Gridania. That is the city this event's going to be going on in. It is the Halloween event. And yes, today is Halloween in the real world, or is in North America anyway still. And I wish you a Merry Spooks and Goblins Day, if that is what you decide to do with it. Happy Halloween, happy Samhain to those who call it that. And we will get started with this event. It is running till, I believe, November 13th. Yes. So be sure to get it done while you can. It is a limited time event. You do have a couple of items to get. So have fun with that. And as we see here, I am at the Aetheryte in New Gridania. We need to teleport from here to Miketo's Amphitheater, because that's where our guy's going to be. Because again, this year we are going to be doing the Adventurers Guild Investigator, just like last year. So we are going to teleport over there. You will need to be at least level 15, if I remember correctly. And if you do not start in Gridania for your starting city, you will need to get past the emissary quest that lets you unlock going to the other cities from the city you start in, be that Ul'dah or Limsa Lominsa. So once you're able to do that, you will be able to take part in the different holidays. Or get someone to help you get over there, and you can always do it that way. Now, once you're over here, as you see, we're at the Aetheryte, you have the delivery Moogle on the left. That will be your marker to know you're in the right place. And over here you have Miketo's Amphitheater. As you see, it has all nice pumpkins and everything decorating already. You do have the All Saints Wake Crier, who will tell you about the event and what it means, what it's been so far, if you're not sure the history of the holiday in here. So behind the tree over here, because he usually hides, because he does not want them to see him. Because he doesn't want them to know that he's investigating them to see what kind of mischief they're getting up to. Because as you know, Halloween's usually a mischief day. It's usually a day where spooks and goblins and all that come out and play tricks on humans and stuff like that. So he tries to make sure that none of that goes on. So this time we have the Adventurers Guild Investigator, and we are going to click on him. And we have the quest, The Fright Stuff. This is level 15 quest. You will get 1,440 experience for it. You will get 344 gil. And you will get an emote called All Saints Charm. I wonder what that's about. It says here, the Adventurers Guild Investigator is eyeing the festive displays with a healthy dose of suspicion. This quest is available for a limited time only. Indeed, you need to get this done. It is, as I said earlier, November 13th that you need to get this done by. Because if you don't get it done by then, it will be gone. And it will be something different next year. And the emote will probably be on sale on the cash shop come next year, along with any other items that may be like outfits, like you see the guy in the picture here on the quest wearing, things like that. Because we got that another year, so that is now on the cash shop. So you would have to pay real money instead of getting it free in-game. So now we're going to accept this quest. And he says, "Oh, my stars, could it be? The self-same adventurer who helped us keep wickedness at bay and transformed All Saints Wake from a night of screams into a day of revelry. Yeah, it's me. Thank the 12 for bringing you to us, for the fiends of the realm knock at our door once again. And we need a dauntless soul to help us ensure they don't tear it off the hinges. The host of this year's Parade of Horrors is a woman with a pumpkin for a head. I shudder to consider whether this is some elaborate costume Or, no, perhaps it's best not to know. Now look, we've seen that apparition before, if you're familiar with the holidays, or you saw my video from last year, because she did show up in it last year. So we apparently are going to run into her again, only she's in command of it this year. So let's see what's going on. Her strange appearance makes my skin crawl, to say nothing of her underlings. Why, one might think the Continental Circus has come again, hiding their monstrous intentions behind the guise of celebration. We can be grateful that none have yet fallen under their spell, but I fear it is only a matter of time. We must act quickly to unearth their schemes. I would begin a thorough investigation at once, but I'm afraid my surveillance duties here prevent me from moving freely. That, my friend, is why I need you. Approach this pumpkin-headed witch under the flag of friendship and offer your services for her ghastly celebration. If you catch even a whiff of foul deeds, I want you to put a stop to them before any innocents come to harm. You got it. I knew I could count on you. Now then, you can find our quarry just across the way at Miketo's amphitheater, where she is doubtless attempting to draw any and all passers-by into her ungodly procession. Humor her for now, but take care not to fall victim to her honeyed words. Hey, and we have our quest accepted, so we're supposed to go over here to the amphitheater and actually talk to her and see what's going on this year. So the amphitheater is right across the way here. Let's go over here and see what's going on. And as usual, you do have pumpkins and everything set up, posters, winged pumpkins that look like bats and things of that nature. All kinds of Halloween-y stuff. We're going to come over here. There she is. Pumpkin-headed apparition. Ah, we get a cutscene. It is you. I knew your arrival was inevitable. For any who once indulge in the revelry of All Saints' Wake cannot resist the chance to relive their experience. Yeah, it's me. You've seen me around, you know it. Oh, such eagerness. We're ever in need of willing helping hands to help with the festivities, preferably with bodies still attached. Yeah, you're not gonna disembody me or anything, you know. Of course, I understand you have been tasked with bringing to light any iniquity on my part, but you know from experience that I am perfectly harmless. So you are free to conduct your little investigation, if it pleases you. Oh yeah, I will, don't worry. Together, I believe we can make this All Saints' Wake into one that will be remembered for moons to come. Yet, before we begin, allow me to eliminate the history of this event and our intentions here. Okay, do tell, do my job for me. On this most unhallowed of nights, the saints revel in their palatial heavens, and as their judgmental eyes become leaden from drink, the impure are free to feast and frolic without fear of punishment. In ages past, the common folk would rue the coming of this night and cower in their homes. That is, until the adventurers took it upon themselves to rid the streets of evil, thus turning the event into a celebration of your collective bravery. A joyous happening, to be sure. But what of the goblin, the ghost, and the gremlin? Unfortunately, there are many monstrous sorts who yet consider this a night to spread fear like a plague. And so it struck me, What if All Saints' Wake could be an occasion for celebration among mortal and monster alike? I believe there is room for light in even the darkest of hearts. I don't know about that now, but we'll see. I'll give you benefit of the doubt. Yeah, that's what Artemis is saying too. Like, okay, I'll hear you out. Which brings me to the question of your involvement. I would have you aid a minion of mine named Papa Gruff in facilitating an All Saints Wake that will allow yours and mine to join hands in mutual merriment. Perhaps you know Papa Gruff. He was once a voidsent so depraved that his kin spoke of him only in hushed whispers. But I have since shackled, or rather politely reasoned, with him to commit devilry no more. Knowing of his formidable magical prowess, I have sent him to work under these guiding words. Frightened enough to tickle, but not scar. Fear need not be an unpleasant experience, and Papa Gruff is doing his utmost to strike that delicate balance between felicity and fright. Not with much success, as I understand. I would love to proffer him advice myself, but I believe one such as you would know better what appeals to the mortals of this city. Might you give our beleaguered Papa Gruff a few words of advice? Yeah, I'll give you some advice, all right. If you saw before, he was the clown that was causing us so much trouble in the past, so I don't know about this. Thank you, truly. He should be putting on a performance near the Leatherworkers Guild at present, assuming he has yet to be chased from Gridania's borders. Please speak with him and give him my encouragement. Oh yeah, you know it. Okay, so that's that part of the quest done. Let's go to the Leatherworkers Guild then and see what we can do. I'm going to be a little lazy right here, and I'm going to just teleport to make sure I get there where I need to be instead of taking a lot of time to run. Now we jump over here. Let's see. I see some people down below, and I see Papa Gruff down there as well. So hop over here. And if you want to take the long way around, you can just run over here. There is a little slope right here that leads down underneath the bridge. And there we go. We have some other people over here also doing the event, so I wish them a happy All Saints Wake if they are watching. Or they happen to see this. Let's touch Papa Gruff, and we have another cutscene. Okay, we've got a Lancer over here. My, what have we here? Another curious soul drawn to my wondrous show. You're in luck, for there happens to be a front row seat with your name on it. Oh, really? You knew I was coming. Without further ado, I shall summon a foul, fell beast before your very eyes. I only hope you brought a change of small clothes. Okay, this is supposed to scare the poop out of me, huh? Okay. We'll see about that. A monster? I'll take more than a magician's cantrip to scare me. A pumpkin. Look here, my dear thrill seekers. Here lies an ordinary pumpkin. Yeah? Or is it? Take care not to blink, for any moment of distraction may well be your last. Okay? What's it gonna do? Tickle me to death? Oh my goodness. Grr! Oh my god! He's so cute! Pumpkin pup! Grr! Grr! And he rolls over. That's supposed to scare me? Oh, the terror! Those bloodthirsty eyes! Those razor-sharp fangs! Flee if you dare, but this hellhound will chase you to the ends of the earth to have its ounce of flesh. And I would know, considering the scars its wrath upon my backside. Imagine each and every pumpkin adorning this fair city transformed into such a thing. Why, dread would prey upon Gridania to the last limb. If I made it so, a veritable banquet of chaos. Really? I ain't got a clue. Bloody brilliant! You drew us in all that talk of monsters, only to dash our expectations with an adorable pup. I admit some confusion at first, but now I see you are a clown among clowns. He's not phased any. Not a single blood-curdling scream. But a smile is not a complete failure, I suppose. Yeah. Ah, my pumpkin-headed master asked you to help me? Well, allow me to peel back the curtain, as they say. If my master sent you, I suppose there's no harm in revealing my true identity. I am no clown, you see, but a void sent. You know me! You were just messing with me last year. My, not even a grimace. Well, I suppose it would be inconvenient if you ran away screaming after every sideways glance in my direction. Now, for the matter of this furry abomination. No, he's not scary. Frightened enough to tickle, but not scar, is the agreement that binds me to my master. I don't need to be told twice that summoning any of my kind would be in gross violation of that covenant. Really? So, remembering the deceptively winsome countenance of this vicious hellhound, I thought it would strike the perfect balance between horrifying and heartwarming. That is, until a child at an earlier show burst into tears at the pup's appearance. Now, I've seen a man react with a hearty laugh to the exact same dog, with nary a trace of fear in his voice. The difference is vexing. Tell me, is a puppy something to be feared or cuddled? Ah, what will you say? Will you say feared by children and cuddled by adults, but sometimes the opposite? Or says, depends. What frightens one may make another smile. Yeah, you take a little kid, they may be scared of a dog, if they don't know it. But an adult would be like, okay, it's a cool puppy. Sweet. Can I give it an ear scratch? Well, let's say, depends. What frightens one may make another smile, because that is the perfect example. Really? Do you jest? You mean to say your kind's definition of terror differs from person to person? I admit, that does explain the sheer contrast in reactions I've observed so far. And it does place me between a rock and a hellish, soul-rending place. If my task was simply a matter of bringing people to fearful tears, the ground beneath you would already be soaked through. How in the hell's good name does one on frighten to tickle? Oh boy. But you, with your delicate sensibilities, can teach me to mix dread and delight into a charmingly chilling concoction. Let us begin at once. Oh no. I'm supposed to teach him. Fine. Leave it to me. Okay, so we need to talk to him again. I still like the little pup sitting there. Let's get right to it, eh? First, we need to find people to scare, but not scar. Your kind seems to gravitate towards the pumpkins we've placed throughout the city, which creates the perfect opportunity for mild mischief. One of our displays should be just over this hill, and another is near the Lancers Guild. Your job is to tell me what to transform the pumpkins into once we find suitable test subjects. Let's see how well you tickle. I'm a bunny. I don't tickle. Papa Gruff is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. You can leave Papa Gruff behind by entering a different area, or by speaking with him and selecting the option to part ways. If you wish to have Papa Gruff accompany you again, return and speak with him at the original location. So now he's going to follow you around wherever you go, but if you get too far away from him or he gets caught on something or other, like a pole or something like that, and you make a sharp turn, he's going to return right here, and wherever you are, you have to come back here and get him again. So that's what that's about. And now he's following us. So we're going to have to walk back up here. Alright, we have an orange circle right. Off Dirty Sergeant over here. And he is at a pumpkin. So let's see what's going on over here. An All Saints Wake performance? Very well. But I face slavering monsters almost daily, so it will take something quite fantastic to make me flinch. Oh, I could make him flinch so hard his heart would burst in his chest. But that's neither here nor there. What type of ghoul would be suitable? What will you say? Give him the ghastliest ghoul you can muster? Something middle of the road scary? A small uncanny thing? Or nothing? Yeah, he fights monsters all the time being a city guard. So I think he could take something pretty strong. Let's say the ghastliest ghoul you can muster. He needs a good scare. Wake him up. Get him ready for his shift if he's just coming on shift. Well, if you say so, allow me to oblige. Okay, so what does he do? Oh my goodness. Egads! That gave me quite a fright. I only hope I never face such a monstrosity on one of my patrols. Else my final act might be to soil my breeches. Well played, well played. And I hate to tell him, but my main character has seen those. They're no fun. Some of them are kind of easy, but a few of them are kind of annoying. So, take that with a grain of salt. He hasn't been everywhere I have. little Artemis here is still too young to have seen all that. She's still going through the game. So. Okay, well, we have him done. Now we need the Lancers Guild. So we can either circle through there to the left and go up through there, or we can just go back over here to the right and go through the market area. Or could we teleport? I wonder. Let's go here and see if we can teleport right fast. We do have an Aethernet shard over here. And you were supposed to be able to teleport with them following you and them teleport with you. So we need the Lancers Guild. Hope this works. If not, I have to come back over here and get him again. And then walk over there. Ah, yes, it worked. There's Papa Gruff with us. Hello. So we've got a little orange circle over here. That usually means you have something for your quest you're working on. Yes, we have a cowering boy. What's up with him? These decorations are so scary. You're not here to trick me, are you? Maybe. This one is right for the picking. Ahem. Forget I said anything. So, what type of ghoul do you suggest? Well, he's already scared, so what you say? The most appalling abomination you can conceive of, and don't skimp on the ooze. Oh boy. The Hellhound ate my homework, Levels of Dread. Or something spoopy, pardon me, spooky. How evil do I get? He's already scared. Let's just creep him out a little bit. Let's say something spooky. See what it does. If you really think so. Okay, so what's he summon? Oh, one of the little ghosts. Eee! Huh? You scream like a girl. You know, when you look at it, it's actually kind of cute. The puff of smoke was a little scary, though. I think I'm beginning to understand. If a fright doesn't kill your kind, it can actually be somewhat pleasant. True. I believe I'm ready to take the proverbial stab at it. Come, come. There should be more pumpkins around Apkalu Falls. And in that case, if we're going to Apkalu Falls, we're just going to run back over here to the teleporter. Grab the right shard, and we're going to hop back over to Miketos. That would actually be closer than the Leatherworkers Guild. So we're going to teleport back to Miketos, now that we know too that Papa Gruff can teleport with us. I know we're supposed to make it where those characters that you had to do that with could teleport. And going through town, you'll see different decorations around and all. Take the time to look at them if you get a chance. Because you never know what you're going to run into. Like the little pumpkins at the stairs here, and a pumpkin with a witch hat on. Little pumpkins sitting around, signs on the street lights. A little pumpkin and all that. That one even shivers. Cool. That's actually cute. A little pumpkin on the rock there. They do go all out during these holidays. For whatever city they're in. The other cities will have a little bit too. Not as much, but it will have some stuff in it too. We have an uncowed girl. I see here. bunch of pumpkins sitting here, but it looks like this one right here in front is going to be the one that's going to be used, probably. Let's see what's going on. Don't tell me you're supposed to sit a chill down my spine. Clowns are for babies. Okay. For babies, are they? I'll make this last wish she was back in her mother's womb. You there, little girl. Look well upon this pumpkin. Ah, another cutscene. What's he gonna do? Ha 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 ha! Ah! I'm a monster! Ha ha ha! What impressive magic! My heart won't stop pounding. Ma will have the fright of their life when I tell them I saw a real, honest to God's monster. I can't wait to tell them. I'll think twice before I insult a clown again. Thank you for the thrills. Yeah, run along home. Change your shorts when you get there. Did she say thank you? I scare her near out of her shoes, and she thanks me? Can't say I've experienced that before. I dare say I even enjoyed it. Yes, now is the time to capitalize upon this newfound tickling skill of mine. Let us visit the display near the Whistling Miller next. Alright. I just a tiny bit back this way, so we'll just walk it real quick. Ah, we have someone over here. A startled botanist. Okay. What's up with this? Another cutscene. Good day to you, young lady. Might you join me in celebrating the joyous occasion that is the All Saints' Wake? Celebrate? That's the last thing on my mind. Please, go and bother someone else with that ghoulish makeup. Oh my, aren't you in a fright? And not the good kind either. What happened, lass? Papa Gruff is here to help. You'll really help? Well, I could certainly do worse than a clown. I've come from the Great Lone Growery, although fled from is probably more appropriate. I was tilling the fields like always when I heard a frightful voice from behind me. I turned around to meet it and came face to face with the foulest monster I've ever seen. Okay, what's up? What did you do, Papa Gruff? When I regained my senses, I was here, my throat hoarse from screaming. No power in the realm can persuade me to return. Not while that horror wanders unchecked. Okay, if Papa Gruff's here, we know the apparition is at Miketo's. Who's in the growery? A monster? But we haven't visited the growery yet. What could it have been, do you think? What would you say? Maybe one of the transformed pumpkins from earlier? Or we might have a real demon on our hands. I think somebody came through when you did, myself. You guys are good about that. I'm going to say we might have a real demon on our hands. You may very well be right. Those illusions I summoned are no more capable of free movement than the pumpkins they sprang from. Yes, No doubt they're void scent running amok. Here I am, tying myself into knots, trying to learn the subtleties of spookery, while some uncouth brute goes rampaging through the Twelves Wood with nary a thought towards artistry. If we forgive such behavior, our efforts to find glee in terror will have been for naught. Tremble in fear no longer, lass. We shall investigate the matter. Truly, you're the first people to believe my claims are more than seasonal mischief. Oh, I knew Father was wrong when he said all clowns were villains. Thank you. Okay. I'm not sure how to take that, but okay. Again, those words ring strangely in my ears. However, 'tis not an entirely unpleasant sensation. I know this wasn't why you were sent to assist me, but there's no telling how many of my kind we may find. A single void clown can only achieve so much. So would you lend me your aid in case the situation gets undesirably bloody? Yeah, sure. Thank you. Now there you are saying it. Look at me, expressing gratitude, and to one of your kind, no less. Well, no matter. Let us depart to the Great Longoria and settle this. Alrighty, well he is no longer following us, so we are free to move about the country. And where we need to go is right over there. Let's just run over there. Pop my sprint. I guess I could have gone either way. They just circle right around and come right here. And we have a glowy right over there, so... Here we go. Drop down. And there's Papa Gruff. So we need to click on the destination marker in order to trigger stuff. Our roguish quarry is close, doubtless lying in wait somewhere to catch us unawares. Once they show themselves, don't indulge them with anything but a face of stony indifference. Boo! Really? Oh, come on. As I thought, a fellow void sent. And what, pray tell, are you doing here? A brother of the void? Then you know why I'm here. For the night of devilry. Once we were free to carouse, creep, and caper, guided by the great pumpkin-headed archfiend. For too long have we been denied our demonic rights, and it is I who shall reinstate our grandest event. Yes, the age of the great gourd shall give way to the era of the great pot. Even now my allies lie in wait throughout the city,
ready to usher in the night of devilry. You must join us, brother. Join us as we rise again.
Oh, really? Who needs to not be swayed here? No.
What? Why?
Even if I wanted to, my covenant prevents me from engaging in the wanton vileness you propose. Regardless, I have no desire to join you for some cheap jaunt through the city with only a few startled mortals to show for it. Such indelicate devilry would only result in our swift and total annihilation.
Ha! Spoken like a true coward. Don't tell me you're frightened of some sharpened stick and clumsy clubs.
No, I'd be more scared of swords and pole arms and axes and magic spells. Oh, but I am frightened, as you too would be, had you tasted the full brunt of my master's fury. Perhaps you may yet, if you continue to insist upon this foolish course. I have learned how to blend in with the people here and exact terror in such a way that does not tempt retaliation. Yeah, I'll give you that. Your plan would bring but a single night of debauchery. Learn how to cohabit, however, and our collective revelry can last forevermore.
Traitor! Then my minions and I will devour you and your buttered bun of a friend.
Oh, and just a tidbit. Apparently he does say something different for each race. My main is a Makote, which is the cat people. And I come through, he called me a Mikabob. So a Vieira is a buttered bun. So, okay, yeah. He does say something different. Uh-oh.
The head! Great Lord!
Naughty children ill deserve to join in the festivities. They should be happy as decorations, to serve as an example to any who would follow in their footsteps. Oh boy. Oh, he gets turned into a pumpkin. My lady, how pleasant it is to see you. Dare I ask why you grace us with your presence? I caught wind of a void scent disturbance and came here to investigate. When I heard your voices, I knew something was afoot. I must say I am quite pleased to see the merit in my approach to All Saints' Wake. Yet something must be done about the other beasts that have crept into the city. Let us give them the same treatment and continue enjoying this unhallowed season on our terms. Ha ha! There's your right. With your help, rounding up our reckless kin should prove to be a simple matter. Let us make this All Saints' Wake an occasion to remember for those who dwell in the light and shadow alike. If you sight any errant ghouls, perform the spell I demonstrated earlier. In so doing, we shall convince the residents of Gridania that the source of their supposed nightmares was not but a cluster of mundane pumpkins. This wand possesses the transformative power you require. Simply swing it about in a grandiose manner and point it at your target. Once the charms have been cast, I shall collect the pumpkins. I understand they are quite delicious when baked in pie. Oh, really? Huh. Don't eat any pumpkin pie this year. You don't know what's in it. And we get our achievement, our money, and our gil there. Or rather, our not achievement, but emote. You have learned the emote All Saints Charm. And Papa Gruff has another quest. So apparently we are not done yet. A Charmed Life. Again, level 15. And we get another 1,440 experience. And we get 248 gil for this one. Papa Gruff is eager to rid Gridania of his wicked brethren. This quest is available for a limited time only. Again, it is part of the All Saints Wake event, so you only have until the 13th to get it done. If you do not get it done, it will vanish and you'll never be able to do this one again. Just when I was getting the hang of being the life of the party instead of the death of it, let's wrap this up quickly, lest this year's All Saints Wake be remembered as a disaster. I sense something sinister lurking deeper in these fields, as well as a trail heading to the east, perhaps towards the market or the Lancers Guild. Splitting up will be the easiest way to end this quickly. I'll escort the botanist from earlier back here and deal with whatever still haunts the growery. I shall use the opportunity to convince her that what she witnessed before was nothing more than an overzealous pumpkin. That should put her heart at ease. I will leave the rest of Gridania to you. Once the void scent have been verily vegetated, meet me at Miketo's amphitheater so we can deliver my master news of our success. Now, let the show begin. Yeah, so he leaves me all the hard work. Alright, a charmed life. Search for voice in Old Gridania. Use the All Saints charm to transform them. Oh, okay. Well, we need to make sure we know that. Apparently it just instantly learned it. So we need to open up our emotes here. And we need to find it. There it is. Let's put it on our bar. And where do we want to go first? Yeah. Let's go over here. We have a Botanist Guild Aetherite Current over here. Aetherite Shard. And let's go to the Lancers Guild and work down because Miketo's will be right in here. So if we start up here and come down, we just run over to Miketo's when we get done. So jump to the Lancers Guild. And, there we go. Got our map now. Tapering Void Scent. And we have a Wood Whaler over here fixing to help out.
The
Wood Whaler and the Void Scent are locked in a tense standoff. Flick your wand and use the All Saints charm to lighten the mood. Okay, let's do the It says you wave your wand at the capering void scent with a swish and flick. Oh no. Really? Swish and flick. If you get the reference, good for you. I'll tell you, it's Harry Potter if you don't know. A pumpkin? Wait, this is all part of the All Saints' Wake festivities, isn't it? Yep, you guessed it. I must say, that made my heart skip a beat. If this is what adorns the streets, I cannot wait to see the main stage has in store. I'm sure you can't. And I don't know if it has anything. So, good luck. Okay, and then we'll just come down and around. I'll use my sprint. There's one in between here and the teleport point. So we just have to come back. Why do that? Gifty void scent and a perturbed citizen.
No force can rival that of terror, and upon terror we feast.
This void scent means to frighten the wits out of as many Gridania's citizens as it can. Use the All Saints charm to bring a carved smile to its face. Hey, well, I got him targeted, hit the thing, with a swish and flick. It turned him into a pumpkin too. Ching! What? It was just a pumpkin. The wood dwellers wouldn't let such wicked things into the city. I've never seen such a feat of illusion before. If the rest of All Saints' Wake is as entertaining, I'd best go to find the main event. Go for it. Trick or treat. Okay, that's 2. So we need to go into the market area here and come back out the front door. Ah, there we go. We have a chuckling void scent and a flustered girl. Okay?
Yeah, whoa.
Oh, he sounds evil. The child is cowering from the menacing void scent. Turn this tense situation festive with the All Saints charm. And again, remember, swish and flick. Poof. Huh? What? It was a pumpkin the whole time. I can't believe I fell for that. But now that I know it was just a trick, I'd like to see it again. Go find the clown. He'll do it again for you. You have turned all of the prowling void scent into harmless pumpkins. Papa Gruff awaits at Miketo's amphitheater to hear tidings of your success. Right? So we will just run right over here. I'll just run real quick. Have a little fun. Check out the pumpkins as I run by. And yes, you have little wind chimes that look like pumpkins. You have the street sign with a winged pumpkin on it. And other little signs with bats and black cats and everything on it, everything. And then we're back over here at Miketo's. So we need to go up in here. And Papa Gruff is right there. So let's talk to him. There you are. I took care of the void scent still haunting the Great Lum Brewery. Did your hunt go as smoothly? Yeah, it went pretty good. Good. Now we can safely say that the only frights in store for the citizens of Gridania are of the decidedly entertaining variety. I took the liberty of gathering the pumpkins you created. Their punishment will not be eternal, but they can stand to remain in their current form for the duration of the festivities. It is the least they can do in repentance. Oh, looky here. There you are, my fearless clown. Thank you for reassuring me. I had worried I might have to retire from my position at the Great Lum Brewery and seek less haunted climes. As the master of the Botanist Guild, allow me to extend my personal thanks for helping my gifted pupil avoid such a decision. It would have been a grievous loss for all of us. Hey, Fafucha, you don't know me in this body yet that much, but you know me in my mind. Hello. Oh, it was no trouble at all. In fact, I should thank you for being such an exemplary audience. A true entertainer brings his all to every stage, be it a grand amphitheater or cozy vegetable patch. I only hope you were half as thrilled as I was. And no offense, I'm fixing to turn some light on. I was actually hoping it wouldn't get quite so dark as fast as it did. But, yeah, okay. I apologize for that. That scary, whatever that was, looked so real. I never could have guessed it was just a garden variety pumpkin. Truly, I feel privileged to have seen a master of illusion at his craft. As do I. Would that every day were filled with surprises. As a token of our thanks, we've made some pumpkin cookies from our most recent crop. Please, enjoy them in good health. Ooh, pumpkin cookies! I do believe I can get used to this being thanked thing. Well, since you've gone through the trouble, I'd best eat them before they've cooled. Yeah, they're best when they're warm. To my good health. This is delicious. Apparently he's never had a pumpkin cookie. Frightening. This flavor, I've never tasted anything like it. The cookie's aether is tinged with something I can't quite pin down. It's bold, but not overpowering. Is this the taste of gratitude? Oh, how much of my life have I wasted only supping on terror, when all along a whole world of flavors was left neglected. You're being scary now. I'm not entirely sure what you mean, but I shall consider your words a compliment nonetheless. These cookies are but a small token of my appreciation. I only wish I could have given more. You mean I could potentially receive more gifts? If frightened or performing my act will get me more baked delights, I'd better get to work straight away. Why, this is shaping out to be quite the All Saints' Wake indeed. I could have imagined a better way to send a celebration after all. Our success here is in no small part thanks to you, as I believe that Papa Gruff now has matters well in hand. I shall return to my manor. Pray visit if you are ever so inclined. Ah, yes, before I forget, do apprise that troublesome investigator of what has transpired here. Maybe he will finally cast his prying eyes elsewhere. Okay, and now we have to go back and talk to the investigator one more time. What a fantastic yarn! Monsters plotting against monsters, all to make us happy? I admit I find your story hard to swallow, but I also see no reason why a fellow guild member would lie. Very well, I shall take your tale at face value and consider these to be glad tidings indeed. However, I cannot help but wonder if this was all an elaborate ruse. They knew we were watching them, and that may have compelled them to put on a show of charity. After all, a monster cannot change its skin overnight. I shall continue to keep a close eye on their activities from afar. I thank you for everything you've done, and hope against hope that the evil has been laid to rest. And that concludes that quest. We get our 1414 experience. We get 248 gil. And we will complete that. Oh. You now have access to Sneaky Hollow. Speak with the unusual usher at Miketo's amphitheater to be escorted to the costume party. And we'll get the achievement, Delightfully Frightful. Very nice. Quite fun. Yeah. There is a vendor right here. All Saints Wake vendor. You will want to grab one thing. Wall-mounted vampire bats. If you have an apartment or a house in the game, you can put these on your wall. And it's just some bats to help out, give you a Halloween feel. So if you're FC or you personally are having a Halloween party at your house, then you can decorate and have some fun. I will be buying that. It is 2,000 gil. And they also have some magic prisms for pumpkins. Do I have one left over from last year? Because I think they have those each year. And if I do not have it on me. I will get one of those. It's just 2 gil for that. And I will use it right fast to show what it does. Hop right here. Swing the camera. It just gives you a great big pumpkin head. It has some bats fly around. And you can run around. It lasts for a few seconds. So if you just want to play around for a second, you can do that. Now the genial geyser right here. The haunted manor is not accepting guests for the marvelous masquerade. Shall I escort you to the front door? In previous years, you had the Dungeon Hawk Manor get made into a special version of it that lets you run around. You had little ghosties in there and things like that. You could run around and have some fun. So the gentleman here will escort you to that version of the dungeon so you can go and play around if you want to again, if you want to try it out. I will tell him no right now because that's not what I'm doing in this video. I'm holding you up long enough, although I do thank you for viewing if you've made it this far, and I hope you're having a wonderful All Saints Wake. And here is the unusual usher that they mentioned. Should you wish to visit my master's residence, it would be my pleasure to escort you. Now this is the Sneaky Hollow that he mentioned. I did a video on it last year. It was just a big open area where the apparition was with some other NPCs. They had tables set up and little nooks and everything with different stuff in it. Had food on the tables and pumpkins set up and stuff like that. And one of them over there you can talk to, and depending on how far you are in the story, you can have costumes come up where you could turn into NPCs from the game. Like, I know they had the city leaders and things like that. So you could run around, if you want to run around as Blofswin from Limsula Mensa, or I forget if they had Nana Moas, I was trying to think of, but I know they have Raban from Ul'dah. I think they have Connie Senna in there someplace. So you have your lady from Gridania. I don't know who else they might have this year, and again, it depends on how far you've gotten in the story, because I'm not going to have any spoilers in there for sure. But you can go to the Sneaky Hollow and have some fun with that. They may have the dress-up people in the Manor version from the Genial Geyser. They did have some in there, dress up as the leaders as well, and a few others. I'm not sure what all they'll have in there this year. I may go in there on my main right fast and see, because it is a higher level. And again, it would go by where you are in the story. I may go in there and see if there's anything different or who's in there. And I may do a video on it real quick, just showing off the different people that you can change into in case you're not quite high enough and you don't mind spoilers. But I hope you've had fun. This has been the All Saints Wake walkthrough. Or playthrough, whichever one you want to call. I do hope you've had fun and you've enjoyed. If you have, give me a like on the video and be sure to watch for more videos each time there's a holiday, as I will do my best to come in and do a playthrough of them as you've seen Artemis do before. If this is your first time here, then do check out my other videos. I have the holidays going and I'm trying to get set up and maybe do some streaming. So be sure to keep an eye out. I may be back. I will definitely be back for more holidays come Christmas and New Year's, things like that. So thank you for visiting. Have fun, and we'll see you later. Walk with the light of the crystal always.